Hello, this is Aviva Tamar, your happy high priestess, here with another tarot card reading for you. We're going to get started with the Rider-Waite-Smith Universal Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Yeah, I had intended to do a reading last night for the full moon and didn't because I got too into my full moon ritual, essentially, is what happened. I lost track of time. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed. So please forgive me. But today, we're still feeling the residual energy from the full moon. Alright, so our first card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters from some turbulent times. Ooh, the Tower. The next card. So we could be moving on from a tower moment. Something big could have happened. A big sudden change could have thrown you off balance, and you are like at the beginnings of moving into a calmer time, either as a result of or after this tower situation, this difficult situation. Then we have the Ace of Swords. So something was broken down and you're moving into this new beginning. It's a beginning of justice, truth, of inspiration, creative projects that have to do with words usually. If you are looking into starting a career that has something to do with the written word or the spoken word, or politics, justice, criminal justice, things like that. That's what this would pertain to. So if you're thinking about starting some sort of new intellectual journey or creative venture that has to do with your thoughts or your words or logic, that's kind of the direction you're being pointed in, is move in this direction of logic and truth and justice in order to reach that like smooth space. We also have the Seven of Wands here. So the Seven of Wands is defending yourself. See, this dude is he's on the defensive. All these wands are coming at him and he's got to protect himself. So it can be, especially with the Ace of Swords, it can be defending your point. It can be, I'm hearing lawyer. It can be like having to be like a defense attorney kind of thing. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense to me personally, but it might make sense to someone out there. So if you're looking into being a defense attorney or a politician of some sort, now is the time to like take that leap and really get into that that journey. It's like, yeah, I feel like this is a message for someone who's been thinking about getting into politics or law or doing something to kind of institute change or defend their ideals. That's what this would be, is like something happened all of a sudden and you're like, no, that's not okay. We got to find a way to move on to something better. And so you're thinking about taking this leap into something new that would allow you to defend your ideals a little bit better or more effectively. We also have the Ten of Swords that just fell off the bottom or out of the bottom of the deck. And that's a complete, total end to something. Like you're letting go completely of something, and something new will be coming out of this complete loss. Okay. So the Three of Wands being next. If this tower moment, this loss hasn't happened yet, it's likely something that you can see coming, or if it has happened, it's possible that you've been doing this prep work for this beginning for a long time, but haven't been ready to like start the journey, if that makes sense. So we're ready to start a journey, but we need to let something completely die first. Ooh. We need to make a decision about a wish. these two just jumped up together. So the Two of Swords is a difficult decision that you feel blinded by. You don't feel like you can make the correct decision. You don't feel confident in your ability to choose properly, right? It can also symbolize like the blindness of justice, but I'm really feeling more like it's like you're blind to which is the correct decision. And it could be because of a wish or a desire that you have for the way things are going to turn out. If you have like a specific goal in mind or a specific desire or something that you've been wishing for, you're afraid to make a decision that could prevent that wish from getting to you. But I do have to say that if something is meant to be yours, if it is fated, if it is something that the universe has determined is in your best interest to help you reach your highest possible state, I guess is the way how else could I say this? In order for you to like be the best possible you that you can be, right? There's no such thing as perfect. Nobody's perfect, but in order for you to like be doing the work that you're supposed to do and be doing it to the best of your ability, you need to kind of let go of this wish and make a choice. I hope that makes sense to you. It's like you can't start this new beginning until you let go of this wish, this desire of yours. I just got a big old pile and I'm going to take the whole thing, so we're going to go through it. Okay. Oh man, 7 minutes already. Okay. Queen of Wands, passion. 10 of Cups is happy family. Ace of Wands, new beginning. The Page of Swords could be a message, and the Hermit is taking time for yourself for enlightenment. So this new beginning may require you to spend some time alone in pursuing your passions, but it looks like you'll end up with this emotional fulfillment and a happy home as a result. You may need to put yourself in a hermit kind of mode in order to get to that truth and in order to guide your passions a little bit. Yeah. Your passion may also have something to do with families. With that sword, I really want to say like justice within families. And with the political climate, like lately, I would say, yeah, like if you have a desire to act so that you can defend your morals and your ideals in a way that is reflective of who you are and your passions and your abilities. If you have the opportunity or an idea that you think could make a difference in the lives of others, and that is a reflection of who you are as a person, this is something that you need to be doing. There may be some fear around starting this journey, around the results of starting this, but it looks like you're supposed to dive in. Yeah, it looks like you're supposed to dive in. So, okay, let's keep going here. I want to get a card from the Enchanted Map. And see if we can get a little bit of extra guidance here. Maybe take some time to yourself with this Hermit card. Take some time to yourself to kind of reflect on what would be the best move for you. Reflect on what your values actually are. Like, who who are you really at your core? What are the ideals and values that you're willing to fight for? Identify those, secure them, like make sure that they are on a solid foundation. Because if something comes in to rock your world, you know, it's going to test your faith. It's going to test your faith in yourself, in your spirituality, in everything. So you need to be ready to kind of defend that faith and be grounded in yourself. And you have to be willing to pursue your passions in spite of what other people are going to think, definitely. But there's a big decision here. Big decision around something that you really want, something that you desire. Ooh. Heal the ouch is the card we got. Healing the ouch could be you taking time to care for yourself. And also it can be allowing others to care for you. Now this is kind of taking me in a different direction. Give me a moment. So there's growth here in this card. At the top you see these branches of roses. They're growing. They're just starting to bud and starting to bloom. This desire that you have, this decision that you need to make, may be a part of your own healing journey as well. Whatever it is that you're passionate about and that you do work, that you work through, you know, like whatever it is that your work is that makes you feel passionate, not like your day job working at Starbucks that you hate, right? I'm talking about like that thing that you do, you lose track of time, everything else falls away, and you're in it and you're doing it and you're feeling it, that thing that makes you passionate. That, something about that, and focusing on that journey and allowing yourself to focus on that journey can help to heal something in your soul and in the inner child. I feel like pursuing this passion and allowing yourself to move forward on this new journey, allowing yourself to ground yourself in these ideas and ideals and values and morals that you have that may be at odds with some of the people around you, that it's really going to help to heal your soul, because you're going to be allowing yourself to just be you. Just be the wholest, truest version of you. And that could be why you feel blinded by this decision that you need to make, because being the truest version of yourself exposes you to a lot of possible negative feedback. It can expose you to, you know, this kind of situation where you're defending yourself. It can put an end to a lot of relationships in your life when you start living as the person you really are. And that can be really frightening. And you may end up by yourself for a time, as this hermit will show. But you'll be this confident, passionate, magical, intuitive human being who brings like sunshine and light into other people's lives with your work. You know, you'll spread joy, you'll spread healing, you'll spread positivity in the form of whatever it is that you are putting out there. Just make sure it is a reflection of who you are at your core, and you will be successful. Things will be good, because there's this there's two aces here, and you have the 10 of cups, so, and the 9 of cups. So I really see things turning out positively in the end. It's just, it may be a difficult journey. You know, you're moving from turbulent times into something new and abundant. It's just, it requires you to be willing to make a choice, to do the work, to take a leap, you know? And that's hard at times, I get that. But I feel like we can get there. Okay. All right. I do want to, I think, get one more card. I'm going to pull it from the, I'm going to grab my Wild Offering Oracle deck. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Okay, Wild Offering Oracle. Guide us, if you please. Give us a message to help us ground ourselves in our faith so that we may pursue our passions. Confidence and zeal. Let's get started. Guide us, Ganesh. Ooh. Alright, so we got a few. Alright, we got 3 cards. Normally I only like to get one, but I will read all 3 of these for you. So direction is the first one. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if, for some reason, I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. So this reflects our reading, I think, in that tower moment. You may have been headed in one direction. Like, you may have had this idea of what you want to do with your life, and then something happened all of a sudden, and you're like, no, there's this new direction that I need to go in, but it requires me to, like, let go completely of this old way of doing things, or this old career path that I've chosen for myself, or this old person that I used to be obsessed with. Like, you have to let go of something, or something is being ripped from your grasp, and you need to just let it go. It's the universe directing you. It's the universe guiding you on the right path. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I like it, a little bit of divine direction. Okay, so the next one is travel. This could mean that someone has a trip coming up. This has been a theme over the last like 2-3 weeks in a lot of readings, not just that I've done, but that other readers that I watch have been doing, is someone or a few people will be traveling as a part of this change, okay? Not everyone watching this, but many or a few will be moving, relocating, going on a trip, some sort of travel. Or it could be a spiritual journey is another option. But I'm feeling a lot of physical travel. Okay, travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Oh, well, that ties right in with direction, obviously, because the divine is directing you, is guiding you on this path. So you're gonna have to just let yourself be guided. You're gonna have to trust that the divine, the source, whatever that higher power is that you believe in, whatever name you want to give it, they, he, she, whatever, looking out for you, is working in your favor, and you need to trust the process. You need to trust that things that are being taken away from you now are supposed to be, and that the result will be positive. Okay, I know that is really, really hard to hear when you're losing people you care about, things that you want, dreams that you are pursuing. That is difficult. I am aware. Oh, it's a process. And everybody will go about it differently. Everybody will do it at their own pace and heal differently. But you know your truth. You know the direction you're supposed to be going. And if you trust in your faith, and if you trust in the higher powers, they will show you the right way. Okay, the last card that I'm going to read before signing off. Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. Ooh, I like that. A message that I got from a tarot reader, a Lenormand reader, actually, that I watch on Instagram. Their name escapes me right now. I will put it in the description down below so you can go check them out. But they said, take a risk for yourself this weekend. So I would say, take a risk. Do something that is out of the ordinary for you that would bring you joy. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone and be willing to kind of let go of this need for pushing yourself to exhaustion. Like, you don't need to work until you're completely exhausted in order to have value. You don't need to sacrifice your own emotions for other people. You don't need to, as a single mom, you don't need to sacrifice every single thing that you want and need for your child. Like, yes, your child is your priority. My child is my priority. Like, that's duh, obviously. I love him, my kid, like, to the ends of the earth, to the day I die and beyond. Like, no one could ever debate that. But I do have to take time to take care of myself, too. So I have to make sure that I structure my day in a way that paces it for me and for my son. You know, I have to make myself a priority that is equal with my son. You know, I don't necessarily put myself before my son, but I also don't necessarily put him before me. We are of equal importance, and both of our cups need to be filled, and so we have to do what we need to do. We need to do what feels right. I am not saying this properly. Hold on. You need to, if you're someone who has to take care of other people, you need to make yourself just as much as a priority. That's what I'm trying to say there. There you go. That's what it was. So you have to make yourself just as much of a priority as the people that you care for. Okay? Same thing goes for teachers, nurses, doctors, caregivers of any kind, any profession where you're going to be helping, caring for, healing other people, teaching other people, pouring from your own cup in order to fill others. You need to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You need to prioritize your own healing. And that means sometimes you need to take time for, like, just you. Isolate yourself and really, really, like, care for your soul, whatever that means for you. Okay. We're done with our message for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Check me out on Instagram at Thehappyhighpriestess. Keep watching my videos. Give me a like and a subscribe, whatever. Thank you for, like, watching this far and enjoying my content. I love to hear from people, so comment down below. Send me messages, like, contact me on Instagram. I'm happy to hear from people at all times. Happy to give guidance. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.